yes. Welcome back to Greystone, Valiant.
The voyage back from the marsh was most unpleasant, Merlin. The sea was so violent that at times we feared we would never make it back alive.
The weather you encountered was mild compared to what's coming. Once the storm season arrives, the waters off this coast cannot be navigated again until spring.
If that's so, then we can't delay our departure for Thule. We have to set sail immediately.
We can sail at dawn if you wish. The boats have been supplied and the men told of the mission. They're eager to get on with the battle and to free your homeland.
What did I tell you, Father? We couldn't ask for a better man on our side than Merlin.
I have heard many tales of the great Merlin, but I never truly believed them until now.
Let me assure you, King Willem, the Merlin you see before you is not nearly so formidable as the one you speak of.
Don't believe him, Father. I've seen this man do the impossible. At times, it almost seems as if he can see through walls and beyond tomorrow.
Really? Then perhaps he can tell us if we will succeed in defeating Sinan and freeing Thule from his rule.
That question has but one answer, Father. That vile man and his armies will be vanquished forever. And this is how we shall do it. We'll bring our fleet down the coast of Thule, to this cove. It is well shielded from Sinan's view, and less than a day's march to Castle Thule. We can move at night and attack the castle at dawn.
It sounds almost too simple, Valiant. Surely the castle is defended by a moat.
Yes, but only on 3 sides. One wall does not front on the moat, and that is where we will launch our attack.
That wall overlooks the side of the mountain, Val. No army can scale the sheer face of that cliff.
No, but a son of yours has, Father. Many times when he was younger. The path is difficult, but if a boy can make it, why not 10 sturdy men armed with grappling hooks?
Sinan would never expect an approach from there.
All we have to do is scale the castle wall just before dawn and seize the gatehouse, while you and Merlin wait with the rest of the men in the east woods. The moment we've lowered the drawbridge, you'll make your charge. What do you think?
I think it's brilliant.
Your army stands ready, Valiant. Will you speak to them?
There's not much I can say to you before we embark on this voyage, except thank you. Thank you for what you're about to do. By your sacrifice, you shall bring light where now there is only darkness. May God protect us and guide us to victory in the name of the King and our country. I hope you don't mind that I spoke for both of us, Father.
No, Valiant. You spoke well, and I'm proud of you. It seems you have earned the respect of your men, my son. Nothing is more important to a man who must lead an army into battle.
And it helps that I have you at my side.
It might, if I were going with you. But I've decided to stay behind with your mother.
What are you saying? This is what we've waited for. Returning home has been...
Son, listen to me. A good battle, one well fought, can have only one voice leading it. I firmly believe, Valiant, that you are capable of commanding this army, leading it to victory.
But I want you by my side. I want you there with me when Sinan is brought to his knees.
I will be with you, in heart and spirit. Here, I want you to take this with you. Our family's coat of arms. It was sewn by your mother's own hand. When you liberate Castle Thule, fly this over the highest battlement.
I will, Father. That I swear.
Our prayers go with you, my son.
Keep Keep an eye on that sail! If it's lost, so are we! Valiant, there's nothing more to be done here. You'll need your strength once we get to Thule. Go below and rest.
In this weather? Easier said than done, Merlin. But I'll try.
The storm grows worse, Lord Merlin.
Keep the course steady. We'll be all right.
Merlin, the sail! Ugh! I can't hold the course. She's coming around.
Valiant, let them go, not you!
Bring it in! Pull!
Help me! Please! Someone help me! Help me!
You can't do this. It's too dangerous, Valiant.
Be sure the other end is tied off, or neither of us will get back.
Valiant!
I'm going, Merlin! Now tie it off!
Better?
Yes, thank you. Has the sail been secured?
It has?
Merlin? The way I spoke to you before on deck, I must apologize. It's just that there was no time, and I couldn't very well ask anyone to go in my place.
It is not your courage I question, Valiant, or your selflessness. But by risking your life to save one man, you endangered hundreds more who will be depending on you to lead them in battle. Remember, Valiant, a leader of men must always temper courage with sound judgment.
I'll remember, Merlin. But were it to happen again, I believe I would do the same.
Yes, I know. Sleep well.
Merlin knows many things but he cannot know my heart. From the moment I dove from the ship, I never doubted I would return alive.
But how could you be certain, Valiant?
Because, my friend, my destiny remains unfulfilled. The vision of Camelot I had those many months ago still demands to be made real. I am someday to sit as a knight at the Round Table. It feels as if, from the beginning, it has been preordained. Almost as if some unseen hand were guiding me on my quest. When Sinan took our castle and forced my family to flee, was it chance that brought us to that foul swamp that was to become our home? Or was it something more? Was I led there by fate's hand to witness this extraordinary vision of my future? There was only one way for me to know. There was only one way to follow my dream and to discover where it would lead. And on that journey, whenever I doubted my quest, visions of Camelot would always reappear before me, urging me on, showing me the way like a beacon of light. And and later. Was it mere chance that brought me to the lair of the Viking Tor?
In the name of what is right, fill my quest. Take the ring to Camelot.
So that he might entrust me with his message of peace to King Arthur? I knew then that it was all true. That what I had seen was much more than a dream. And I was sustained until that glorious moment when I finally set eyes upon Camelot itself. And all that has happened to me since that day, all whom I have met, all I have been given by destiny's hand, all that I have accomplished, has led me here. Back to Thule. I'm going back to Thule. How long have I been asleep?
Through the night and much of the day. As you see, the storm has passed, the seas are calm.
I wish it were so with my heart.
What is troubling you, Valiant?
I had a dream, Merlin. In this dream, I traveled once again the path that led me to Camelot, until finally, I arrived here, on this ship, sailing back to my homeland. And it was then that I suddenly came to realize, once the battle is done and Sinan defeated, my people will be left without a ruler.
Yes, that will indeed be the case.
But Merlin, from the beginning, I have always believed it was my destiny to be a Knight of the Round Table. But now, I find myself here on this ship, returning to the past, going back to Thule. I cannot rout Sinan and then leave my people leaderless. Oh, Merlin, was I wrong? Is my destiny to remain in Thule while you and the others return to Camelot? Am I never to be knighted? Am I never to have my seat at the Round Table after all? What can I do, Merlin? This frightens me.
You are a man now, Valiant. You must act as one. You alone must find the answers to these most difficult questions. These are matters only you can decide. It takes a man of great courage to confront his deepest fears.
Norsemen! Merlin! There are sails approaching. They're Norsemen, aren't they?
Yes, I believe they are.
What do you think, Merlin? Would they risk attacking a fleet of armed men?
An armada such as ours seldom sails unless to protect something of great value. A king's treasure, perhaps. No doubt, Valiant, they'll be coming for us.
Then we shall be ready for them. Stand at the ready! Prepare for battle! The Vikings are coming! We're not equipped to fight these people, Merlin. Can we outrun them?
No, the wind is much too light and their long ships are faster than we are. If we try to flee, they'll run us down.
Well then, if they're wishing for a fight, we'll grant it. I want the word passed to each boat, Merlin. Our best archers on deck, each to be given cloth saturated with lamp oil.
I understand. It will be done.
Come about!
To the oars!
Wrap your arrows and await my command! Light the arrows! Stand ready! Stand ready! Release! No! Come way!
Thank you, Valiant.
I have no fear of you, boy.
Nor I of you. Live or die. It's your choice.
To the ship!
It seems they've lost their taste for the fight.
Fighting, even for what is right, is an ugly business, Merlin. We'll find a place to put in, tend to the injured, and bury our dead.
Two of the boats are in need of repair, but we have paid dearly in human life, Valiant. 20 men have been lost, twice that number wounded.
A heavy price for such a small force, one we could ill afford. What options do we have, Merlin?
We can go on, but as you say, our reduced number puts our plans at risk. If we turn back to fight another day, we'll have to be reinforced, and that will take time. We may have to wait for the end of the storm season before we return.
The men will need rest, and I'll need time to think. Do whatever needs to be done, will you, Merlin? However I decide, we'll sail at first light.
Valiant,
Yes, Merlin?
there is no shame in turning back now, you know. No one would think the less of you for it.
No one would think less of me. No one would know. No one but me. I sail north and I find Thule. South, and there lies Camelot. But which direction lies my future? Oh, let me have a vision, something to show me the way. Anything.
This you must do on your own, young prince. The time for dreams is past. Look within your heart to find the answers you seek.
Any sign of Valiant?
No. Perhaps we should go searching.
He is in no danger. He needs to be alone now. Perhaps someday, when you are charged with commands of your own, you will understand the price that goes with it. To the man or woman who leads goes the glory, but with it, the heavy burden of obligation. It can be a most lonely place. Were you able to sleep?
I didn't even try. Where do we stand?
Repairs have been made. I've designated one of the galleys to ferry the wounded back to Greystone. The rest of the army is ready to embark on your command. All that remains is to be told in which direction we sail.
I must confess, Merlin. There were times when I considered turning back to Greystone. It seemed the easy thing to do. But this flag in my hand kept reminding me. My first obligation is not to myself, but to my family and the people of Thule who suffer under a tyrant's hand. And isn't freeing the oppressed one of the first sworn duties of any true knight, whether he is dubbed by Excalibur or not?
It is?
And we sail north for Thule.
Very well, Commander. Valiant, no matter which direction your path may turn, I suspect the road will always lead back to Camelot.
Thank you, Merlin. Thank you.